did that affect you? Like seeing your incarnations in a circle at the same time. What did that do to you?
I mean, it was just fascinating. Oh, the way I saw them were like in these capsules. There were I could see screens, kind of like holograms, right? And then I knew that was that lifetime, like and it was really really interesting. And then at that point, I realized that that they were all happening at the same time. That's the other thing that I realized. Like they're all, because imagine you're just in a circle and you see all this, like circles around you, but they're all at the same time. You see, like they're just happening at different frequencies. That's what I came to understand. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it clicked with, sometimes I would, here and there I would read some books about the Maya, the illusion, and that all, life's happening at the same time. And at that point, I realized that yes, that that was the real world, and that all along this lifetime had been a dream or simulation, and then that was the real world. And then at the same time, I saw all those capsules, all those lifetimes, they were in a simulation. I mean, there was just like a bubble of light, but I saw all the screens, the simulations. So that was like, it was really mind blowing or really powerful. That I was like, this is exactly what all the all the ascended masters were talking about, that it's all a simulation. Because in that space, you realize that this is all a simulation. This is all a dream. And then at the same time, I came to realize that all happening at the same time, just at different frequencies. But the only thing that I did see that was shown to me, it was like there was some kind of linear or development of the soul. So the way I saw it, like the circle, like imagine you have a circle with, thousands of little bubbles, white bubbles of light. There was a beginning where it started, like the journey of the soul. So from that beginning, it kind of keeps on going, around the circle. And the more you go around the circle, the more you're evolving until you basically finish the whole cycle. And that's when you finish the cycle of reincarnation. So although they're happening at the same time, there is some kind of linear development of the soul that goes from, of experience, because they're all happening at the same time, but we choose to experience kind of like one at a time until you get towards the end of the journey. Like I'm at the level where I was shown that I still have like about six, 7 more lifetimes to complete the cycle. And then again, I can choose, I want to keep coming back another 20 times. I want to extend it a little more. That's fine. So at the end, it's like, it does come to an end, like the whole cycle. And I was shown, so the Council of Light told me like, yeah, so they showed me that it comes to an end. And then 3 beings of light came into the chamber. And then they told me, we're going to show you what it's like when you finish the cycle. And I thought that was really incredible, because I haven't read many texts or like what comes after you finish the cycle of reincarnation. Because I read a little bit about Buddhism, and you achieve nirvana, you become one with the source, but that's kind of it. I haven't really read anything where people talk about what happens next. So for me, it was really fascinating. So they actually showed me. So I saw how I finished the whole cycle, and once I finished the cycle, like I haven't finished it yet, but I have a couple more lifetimes. But I was shown what it will be like. And then I was shown that I became an ascended master, and I became one with the swords, one with the light. I became, an enlightened being or whatever. And then at that point, these 3 beings came and they told me, we will show you what comes next. And then when I saw these 3 beings, the way I saw them, they were like my parents. And I was just like a little kid from kindergarten, graduating from kindergarten. So here I am thinking I'm an ascended master, and I'm like, I have a long way to go to get to my parents' level, because they were really, really advanced beings. And then I just felt like a little kid. It was really funny. But after that, they're like, we'll show you what's next. Like, congratulations, you did a great job. And now we're going to show you what comes next after you finish this whole experience of reincarnation, of the cycle of reincarnation. So then we walked out of that chamber, and there was a door. So when we walked out of the chamber, I remember looking back at the chamber, and I realized that chamber had been our universe. And all along I realized that it was a school. And I was like, oh my God, that was the universe. Like, it was just like a pretty, like, like the size of a house. It's not that big. And then I realized that had been our universe, and all along it had just been a school. And then they told me, like, congratulations, you just finished like kindergarten. And then they told me, okay, and then there's other schools you can go to now. And then they showed me I saw these other universes or schools, and I saw they had like doors that you can go into. And then I realized that one of those universes was the creator realm. So that's where you can start becoming a creator, and you can start creating planets. You can start creating suns, galaxies, universes, life, different lives, across the universe and everything. So that's kind of like the creator realm. So that's the school that you start becoming a creator. And I was like, wow, that sounds like a cool school. I kind of want to go there. And then I saw another school, like another universe, and that was like the school or the universe for becoming an Akashic record keeper. So you can become, you can then understand how the fabric of the Akashic records works, and from all over the universe. And then you can start becoming, and then there's, of course, in each one of those universes, there's levels. And so, you might start in the creator realm, creating life, like cells and little animals, or, something like that. And then you start creating different humans, or you start creating different sentient beings, and then you start creating, nature, or and then you create planets. So it's like different levels of creation. And it's the same thing with the Akashic records. There's like different levels of understanding the fabric of how the Akashic records work, the whole universe, and all the information stored across the universe, for all the galaxies, for all the planets, and the reason behind all the programs, all the simulations. And then you become a Akashic record keeper of the multiverse. So yeah, so that was the other school. And then I saw another school. I only saw 3. So in the third school, I saw that in that school, that was like you could become, you could actually reincarnate down again as a more advanced being in different planets across the universe. So for like in more advanced civilizations. So you could become, you can reincarnate in another planet where all the civilizations are really advanced, and everyone communicates telepathically, and everybody communicates, teleports instantly, and you're like working at more of a galactic universe. You're communicating like different stars telepathically with different planets, with different galaxies. So you start getting to those levels where you still have a human body, or a humanoid body, and then you still are at a really advanced level. And so you can incarnate also in another body, but as a really advanced being. And then you can explore yourself as different beings in different across the universe, and for like millions of years. So that's kind of like what I saw. And then after that, I was like, I was just like, okay, they all sound really fascinating, all this goes. And then after that they say, well, you've done a great job, and we'll see you soon. And I was like, okay. And then after that, I went to the Akashic Records.
To watch the full video, click the link below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel.